The British Prime Minister Theresa May met with the President of the European Union, Jean-Claude Juncker, to seek concessions on the Brexit deal. May said that she held a constructive meeting with Juncker in Brussels. Now, the British Prime Minister pressed for legally binding changes to the Irish backstop again, adding that there was some progress in the talks. Listen in. And while so far the European Union has refused to reopen the treaty or to add new text to it, which would put a time limit to the backstop, the Secretary of State for exiting the European Union, the Brexit Secretary and the Attorney General will be in Brussels tomorrow for further talks. While Theresa May was negotiating concessions in the deal, anti-Brexit demonstrators, dressed in unicorn onesies gathered in Brussels. Now, protesters said that May was chasing unicorns and they didn't want to disappoint her. They said that unicorn was a mythical beast, but a lot of people in the UK still believed in it. And those images on your screens of those demonstrations. Well, meanwhile, Theresa May faced yet another blow. 3 lawmakers from Britain's governing Conservatives quit the party. The lawmakers support a second European Union referendum. They have long said Theresa May's Brexit strategy is being led by conservative Eurosceptics. They will be joining a new independent group in Parliament set up by 7 former opposition Labour politicians. And Mandy Clark, my colleague, is now joining us live from London for the very latest on this. And Mandy, well, fill us in. What's happening? Several setbacks for Theresa May in the last couple of days once again.
Yeah, absolutely. And worse still, her Home Secretary, Sajid Javid, spoke and said, look, the possibility of a no-deal Brexit has gone up in the last few weeks simply because May cannot get a solution to that backstop deal. She admitted today, just an hour ago, that time is of the essence, that essentially they're running out of time to get a deal through. That means a no-deal Brexit, which would be terrible for Britain, as well as the EU, might come to pass. That level of frustration has caused this independent party to form. The Labour left the stewardship of Jeremy Corbyn because they feel like he secretly supports Brexit, and he always made his support of an idea to leave the European Union. He's never really supported a vote, so they are frustrated with his stance. They left to form this independent party. More surprising, we're seeing Conservative, the ruling Conservative Party, they're frustrated the way Theresa May is running it, so they've done this independent party, but that will likely have little effect on what's happening because we're really running out of time. March 29th is the deadline.
Absolutely, Mandy. Thanks very much indeed for joining us with the very latest there. Mandy Clark live there from London. And as we were pointing out on a series of setbacks there, and the setbacks for Theresa May don't end there. Reports also suggest that as many as 15 British government ministers may vote to stop Brexit on March 29th. And all of this because they do not believe in a no-deal Brexit. And reports also suggesting that the ministers are considering challenging May to fire them if they vote against her next week.